Now, I'm sure you've heard this advice 1,000 times before and it's annoyed you because it's like, wouldn't that be great if there was some sort of super loophole in the universe that just by really enjoying single life and forgetting all about dating, that suddenly you could activate it and actually get the man you want to kind of magically appear. And in this video, I will be explaining a little bit around why this phenomena actually happens, and yes, how you can kind of trigger that loophole to start to really work for you. And the advice I'm giving in this video is based on module 5 of my Attraction Circle program for women. So what happens when you're not looking, or perhaps maybe this happened to you in the past when you were really just exploring dating and you didn't feel like you needed this to happen so much, is you start to interact with the world of dating in this way that has these universally super attractive qualities. Perhaps you're playful because you're feeling relaxed, you're not feeling that pressure, you're outcome independent, you don't really need or want something to happen, you're just allowing things to flow into your life. And you also feel kind of a deep sense of trust because you're not worried that time is running out. In fact, completely the opposite. You feel really abundant and that you want to explore. So it's like, how do we recapture some of that energy and that vibe and way of interacting with dating at a completely different life stage where your intentions become really focused and you're in fact now really clear about what you want. So now I'm going to talk you through 3 simple practices that you can do in your dating life to kind of recapture that outcome independence and that playfulness, so you get out of that cycle of just, you know what it's like, you meet someone you like, you really overanalyze, you really feel like you want him to turn out to be the guy, and suddenly it's this intense pressure and focus on one option which isn't communicating that deep sense of abundance. So the first practice I want you to start incorporating into your dating life is to activate a state of play. Now you might be like, Hayley, I don't want to play. I would like to have a serious relationship, please. So why am I playing? Playfulness and being okay to explore and being open to new connections, being open to being pleasantly surprised is genuinely a fantastic mindset to have towards dating. And it means you're going to be interacting with the guys in a way that's really attractive. And you can balance this with some pragmatism from where you're at in this stage in your life. So you could be like, right, okay, when I'm out and about, or maybe for the first 2 or 3 dates, I'm not going to be sitting there, I'm not going to analyze a thing, I'm not going to be thinking about is he interested in commitment? I'm actually just going to enjoy myself. And I'm going to give myself time before I really start to get to this crunch decision point. Because often, if you try and decide too early whether he's right for you or what he's all about, you will come to the wrong conclusion. And you will also make the process really stressful and analytical for you. So instead, it's a new rule that isn't a rule, new principle. First 2 to 3 dates, explore, enjoy, have fun, just like, you know, go have some nice experiences, have a flirt. And then, after you've given it a little bit more time, you can start to come to those questions of, is he aligned in terms of the values and what kind of style of relationship he wants to have? But first things first, play. This will help you with the second practice, which is, even if he's not my guy, I can actively recognize there are a lot of guys. I think dating can sometimes feel, particularly as we go on in life, a little bit like you're trying to go to the supermarket or the store, if you'd say in America. It's Christmas Eve, and everyone's rushed in there before you and they've got all the good stuff and you're left with like these scraps. And when you're in that I've been left with scraps mindset, again, it's so disempowering. So by allowing yourself to explore more different kinds of experiences and being open-minded to what different men can bring into your life, what you're actually trying to do is get back into a state of mind where you feel more abundant. So no longer are you needing it to happen with this one guy that you're interacting with. It could be like, you know what, I'm not sure if he's the guy of my life or not, but you know, I'm enjoying hanging out with him. I'm enjoying spending time. I'm enjoying this fact this guy takes me on some really nice dates. He's a really great conversationalist. This is just fun. So it's starting to feel actually like that, like the buffet of life or options is actually filled out again. And it's not just that you're searching around. It's not quite right, not quite right, not quite right. Where's the one that I want? It's like, oh, this is quite nice, this is not bad, this is pretty cool, this is pretty good. And then as you do that, you're going to be starting to experience or starting to look at your dating experiences through a lens of having more abundance than one of scarcity. My third practice is, yes, I want you to start having fun. And I know you're going to be like, Hayley, I don't want to have fun. As I said before, I would like a serious relationship, please. Ironically though, if you go out with your like serious relationship only, please, very serious, very analytical, very judgmental, like hat on, then you will not be relating to men in a way that's attractive. They do not want to feel like you need and want something from them. Instead, remember, you are abundant. You get to choose. So they should be showing up for you and you should be sorting through your options. Really, when approached the right way, female dating can feel incredible. So it's about getting yourself back into that mindset that you perhaps had in the past. And remember, fun doesn't mean that you approach dating with no boundaries. And fun doesn't mean that you're not aware of what you want, but it is about engaging with men with a slightly different energy that's actually way more attractive. So it's actually, ironically, way more likely to get you to where you want to be than when you're like, I must have this happen within the next 2 months or that's it. You know, do not put that pressure on yourself. I know it's incredibly hard. I know the world is almost like designed to make you feel more pressure around this, but you really, really have to trust me on this one. You're going to have to start to approach dating through a completely different outlook in order to get some of those results that you want. Now, if you're intrigued by this and you like the idea that maybe dating could start to look and feel very differently for you, I want to encourage you to head over to hayleyquinn.com/circle, where I am going to teach you the practical tools to make dating interesting, fun, and sexy again, and giving you the empowering steps you need to get out of this boom bust cycle of like meeting someone great and then disappointment, to really start to feel abundant, to really start to enjoy yourself, and to get into this incredibly attractive space with your dating life where you're going to be able to easily meet somebody that you want. So if you're curious about how we can make this happen, head over to hayleyquinn.com/circle to find out just how differently your dating life could look for you.